What happened inside that New York courtroom was nothing short of shocking. Remy Ma, the rap legend known for her toughness and bold personality, broke down in front of everyone. And the man who delivered the final blow? None other than 50 Cent. Yes, the same 50 Cent who's known for rap beefs and viral internet posts, showed up not for drama, but to testify in a murder trial involving Remy's own son. And what he said completely destroyed her defense. This wasn't some music feud or social media argument. This was a real courtroom, a real trial, and real consequences. The case already had people talking. Remy's 14-year-old son had been found dead near a warehouse in Staten Island, and from the beginning, the story didn't add up. The official word was that it was random violence. But behind the scenes, rumors spread like wildfire. There were whispers about gang connections, secrets in the rap world, and a massive cover-up. At first, Remy's legal team did what they could to keep things under control. They denied any wrongdoing, claiming that texts and other evidence were just taken out of context. But then, the prosecution dropped a surprise no one was ready for. They had called 50 Cent as a witness. People thought it was a joke at first. Why would he testify in a murder trial? But when he walked into court wearing a gray suit and that confident smirk, the mood changed instantly. Everything shifted the moment 50 sat down on the witness stand. The courtroom went completely silent. Even Remy's usually calm lawyers looked panicked. Papoose, her husband, was sitting behind her, pale and stunned. Then came the question from the prosecution, did Remy ever talk to you about concerns she had regarding her son knowing too much about her business? 50 paused, leaned into the microphone, and said two simple words, she did. That was it. 2 words. But they hit like a hammer. Her lawyers jumped up immediately, objecting and shouting about hearsay. Reporters scrambled to send updates. Social media exploded within minutes. And Remy? She sat frozen, her hands shaking. A courtroom witness said she whispered, he's lying, but even her voice was barely steady. The thing is, 50 and Remy have history. They've had tension in the past, and some believe he only came to make things worse for her. Others think he was just telling the truth, no matter who it hurt. Either way, the damage was done. His statement gave the jury something serious to consider. Was Remy scared her son would expose her? And if so, did that fear lead to something darker? The case got even messier when court documents were leaked. One message, reportedly written by Remy, read, I gave him everything. If he talks, it's over for all of us. That one text led to an even bigger question, who's us? The internet lit up with theories. Was Papoose involved? Was someone else being protected? Was this deeper than anyone imagined? And it didn't stop there. The prosecution revealed surveillance footage showing Remy's car parked near the warehouse. Around 3 a.m. on the night of the murder. Her legal team hadn't mentioned this in her alibi. Even worse? Sources claimed that footage came from someone connected to 50 Cent's circle, someone who had once worked for him and turned into a whistleblower. As the trial went on, things spiraled into chaos. Fans outside the courthouse argued, some shouted, "Free Remy," while others demanded justice. Even celebrities weighed in. Cardi B went live and said the whole thing felt shady. Fat Joe posted a prayer emoji with no words at all. And just when it seemed like it couldn't get any more intense, Jasmine Dior, mother of the victim's girlfriend, showed up holding a sign that said, 50 told the truth. The Bronx knows. But the most chilling moment came after court ended for the day. Remy, eyes red and clearly shaken, turned to Papoose and whispered something that made a courtroom reporter stop typing mid-sentence. A legal assistant who was sitting nearby claimed she said, "You said he'd never talk." That one sentence changed everything. It confirmed the rumors. It proved that something secret had been shared between her and Papoose. And that 50 Cent's statement wasn't just unexpected, it was betrayal. Remy's lawyers immediately begged the judge to remove 50's words from the record. But the judge made it clear, if more evidence backs up his testimony, it stays. Translation? The court believed there could be truth in what he said. And that meant Remy's case was in serious trouble. Outside the courtroom, the tension reached a boiling point. People protested, screamed, cried. Someone even spray-painted "Guilty MA" on the back of her SUV. The trial had gone beyond a legal matter, it became a public circus. And at the center of it, Remy Ma, a woman once praised for her strength and comeback story, now fighting not just for her reputation, but for her life. You won't believe what just went down. After the courtroom chaos with 50 Cent's bombshell testimony against Remy Ma, things somehow got even worse. And this time, it wasn't just about what happened inside the courtroom, it was what happened on the ride home. Or rather, what didn't happen. Because Papoose didn't even leave with Remy that night. No hugs. No support. He got into a separate car. Cold, quiet, and distant. And that silence? It didn't stay quiet for long. Late that night, an anonymous source, someone who claimed to be a housekeeper in Remy and Papoos's home, leaked something explosive. A voice recording, allegedly captured just days after the tragic murder of Remy's son. The audio was low quality but clearly captured two voices arguing. The man, assumed to be Papoose, was heard saying, "You said you'd handle it clean. Now we got 50 running his mouth on the damn stand." And the woman's voice, believed to be Remy, replied, "I told him to stay out of it. He did this to himself." People were stunned. Remy's PR team rushed to call the tape fake, saying it was manipulated and completely false. But the court wasn't so quick to brush it off. Instead, they called for a full forensic audio analysis. That's when things got really messy. While the jury was on break for the weekend, the prosecution dropped even more damaging evidence. They released Remy's financial records, revealing huge wire transfers, hundreds of thousands of dollars, sent to offshore accounts just weeks before the murder. The notes on the transactions? Things like security retainer and silencing expenses. The companies were tied to shady names and defunct businesses, even one once partially owned by someone who had beef with 50-cent legal experts were stunned. One called it the sloppiest money trail in celebrity legal history. But the internet was quick to turn it all into a circus. Charlemagne the God went live and joked, Remy didn't just fumble the bag, she lit it on fire, danced on the ashes, then wrapped it in receipts for TMZ. And if that wasn't enough drama, Jasmine Dior came back into the picture. You remember her, the mother of the murdered boy's girlfriend. She showed up to court in a blood-red coat, holding what she said was the victim's diary. The pages were full of thoughts, fears, and one line that sent chills through the entire courtroom, "If anything happens to me, don't trust her." Remy's legal team said it was fake. But the court confirmed that the handwriting matched samples from the boy's school and therapist. Now the list of evidence against Remy included 50 Cent's testimony, shady financial transactions, that suspicious audio recording, and now a diary entry straight from the victim himself. And then, Papoose vanished. He stopped showing up in court. His team went quiet. People wondered where he was. Then, a leaked letter surfaced, handwritten, shaky, sent to a journalist. In it, Papoose wrote, "I tried to protect my family. I never thought it would come to this. If she goes down, we both do." Was he turning on her? The internet exploded. TikTok was filled with fans reenacting courtroom drama with trap music. Remy's streams shot up 300%. People couldn't look away. But with the spotlight came criticism. Civil rights groups asked why this celebrity trial got so much attention while real victims are often ignored. Others said the DA was using 50 Cent just to make headlines. Still, the case got even more tangled. The prosecution claimed Remy was connected to a network of underground fixers, people who clean up scandals for the rich and powerful. They said one of these guys wiped the surveillance footage and got rid of her son's phone. That same man had reportedly worked another celebrity case years ago. This wasn't just a murder case now. It was a possible web of cover-ups and corruption. Even the judge, Mr. Martinez, was caught on a hot mic during recess saying, "If even half of this is true, she's going away forever." And just when it looked like the drama had hit its peak, another surprise witness walked into the courtroom. This time it was Tasha Denaro, Remy's former assistant and someone she once called family. Dressed in black and holding a single piece of paper, Tasha stood and read a statement that shocked the room. She said she had stayed silent out of fear but couldn't anymore. 2 weeks before the murder, Remy allegedly held a private meeting with Papoose, where she said her son was snooping through her things and asking too many questions. And then she said the line that crushed the courtroom, "If he keeps talking, I might lose everything." That's when Remy broke. She cried for the first time. Not the tough, composed Remy. Real tears. Shaking shoulders. No cameras, but someone leaked the audio anyway. That 15-second clip? It's now viral on TikTok under #RemyBreaks. Outside the courthouse, the chaos got louder. Protesters turned into vloggers, conspiracy theories spread across social media, and one guy even shouted, "First 50 Cent, now Tasha, who's next, Beyoncé?" Then came the biggest twist yet. Papoose returned to court. No jewelry. No wedding ring. Just a quiet man in a suit. He took the stand, looked straight ahead, and answered every question. When asked if he attended the private meeting, he nodded. When asked if Remy said her son's behavior could damage her career, he whispered, "Yes." Remy didn't cry. This time, she looked shocked. Like her whole world collapsed. The man she stood by for years just helped bury her case. And when asked why he was speaking now, Papoose said the coldest thing you'll ever hear, "I loved her, but I'm not going to prison for her." That line? It became a meme, a t-shirt, even a rap lyric. After that, the prosecution rested their case. Remy's defense scrambled to fix the damage, brought in friends, tried to paint her as a stressed-out mom, a victim of fame. But the jury had already seen too much. 50's words. Secret tapes. That diary. Tasha. And now Papoose. The courtroom felt heavy as the clerk read the charges. Remy stood still, no emotion, waiting. And right as the verdict was about to be announced, black screen. Cliffhanger. And now, it's your turn. Was justice served? Did Remy go too far? Or was she just the target of powerful people who wanted her gone? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe to Gossip Spill Vibe. Because trust us, this is far from over. There's talk that someone even bigger than Remy just got subpoenaed. A name that could shake the entire music industry to its core. So stay ready. In this world of power, fame, and betrayal, it only takes 2 words to ruin everything.